Hi, I'm Spunk Bunkley, and you're watching Camel. Oh, that's stupid. Hi, my name is Corbin, though you probably know me as Swishy. I'm pretty new to this whole content creation life. I have only been doing this for a couple months now. I've only released one video that I'm really proud of, and that was just a couple weeks ago. But for some reason, people think I'm some kind of, veteran in the content creation sphere. Guys, please stop saying I invented TikTok. I did not invent TikTok. I don't know why people think I invented TikTok, but I didn't. TikTok was actually invented by a German philosopher, philologist, and general freak in the sheets, Friedrich Wilhelm Nietzsche, after he suddenly collapsed in 1889, an incident that resulted in the complete loss of his mental faculties. After collapsing, when he finally came to, he began quickly scrawling out a novel's-length manuscript of modern JavaScript code that would eventually lead to the creation of TikTok. When his mother and sister found this manuscript, they knew their beloved Frederick was gone. So stop saying I invented TikTok. I've also been workshopping a ton of different video ideas of stuff to work on in the near future. But at the time of recording this in Ohio, it is currently negative 12 degrees. So fuck that. And both of the other videos I have require me to be outside to film, and fuck that noise. Last thing I want to say before we get into the video is I want to say thank you so much to everyone who has been showing me the amount of support that I have been getting. On top of that, everyone has been really enjoying the last video I put out. At the time of recording this, I believe we've surpassed 200 views on the first video that I actually kind of like, which I think is fucking nuts. So thank you guys so much for the support on there. Anyways, I'll stop rambling about that and start rambling about this. Full disclosure, most of what I say in this video is my opinions. If you don't agree with my opinions or believe that something I said is wrong, I don't care, so don't tell me. Because I am a big dumb idiot, and most of what I think and say is something a big dumb idiot would think and say. Now, today's video is about some weird fucking conspiracies I found on TikTok. So I will be covering these in a recurring segment of mine I will call This Makes Me Mad, and it'll make you mad too. So this first one's a bit of a short one. I just wanted to include this because I thought it was funny. It is a girl on TikTok being absolutely baffled by what appears to be a strangely moving crab. Hi, Editor Swishy here. Popped in to say that I didn't react to this clip at all. I just talked about it afterwards. How
come I've never heard anything about this? Animals in the aquarium might not all be real. And I'm sure this could also count for zoos.
I mean, yeah, no shit, why wouldn't it?
Now, I'm not saying every animal is fake.
Fantastic. Nobody actually thought you were, and thank God you're not, because then you'd actually be crazy.
But I was at the aquarium the other day, and there was this crab that was on a pole, and it moved on a loop. And I sat there for a good while trying to figure out if I was going crazy or not. I took a video though, so check it out.
Keeps doing the same thing over and over, and then stopping, and then doing the same thing. Yeah, now it's doing it again. Oh my god.
The horror story vibe you get from the way this girl is talking, as well as the eerie-ass classical music in the background, kind of makes it seem like a teaser trailer to a new episode of Black Mirror. She talks about this incident like a baby trying to explain to a fellow baby what it was like when they first played peekaboo with their parents. No, listen, you gotta believe me, Gungles. Bengus, this is starting to sound like the time that you told me your mom flew an airplane straight into your mouth. It was a spoon, Bengus. I understand, but you gotta believe me, Gungles. I know what I saw, and I saw that man disappear. Hear me out. One moment he was asking if I wanted to play a game with him, and the next he was gone. I sat there for a good while trying to figure out if I was the crazy one. Then just like that, he was back. Look, I have proof, okay? I took this video. Hi, little Bingus. Who's my big man? Bingus, do you want to play a game? Okay. And where'd you go? Oh my god, where the fuck did he go? Oh my god, am I losing my shit? Someone get Timmy! There you are! Oh, thank God. For a second there, I thought, where'd you go? Oh. Listen, I'm not saying they've been lying the whole time, but we can't be sure. Well, that was demeaning. Anyways, this one isn't much of a conspiracy, I guess. It just really irked me the way she talks about this like some insane revelation. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get how this is weird, but if you spend like any time at all trying to come up with a reasonable explanation for why this was, you can come up with quite a few. And in her simply posting this, it is evident she did not even try to think about it. Prior to looking into this, I was able to come up with a pretty common sense answer. That being that maybe the aquarium is just taking steps towards lowering the captivity rate of these animals by making these hyper-realistic robots, but that way that the people can still experience these animals without capturing these animals. We have this monstrosity.
And I told her my name.
Oh, really?
And if you do that afterwards, she recognizes you. Actually, it's crazy because she recognized me with the mask in the crowd. So it's scary but cool.
So I'm sure we can manage a hyper-realistic crab that just does a funky little dance. The second possibility I found that explains this, other than the one I was able to come up with myself, is a disorder called zoochosis. Zoochosis is a disorder that causes animals that are in captivity to act in strange and often repetitious ways. Be it pacing back and forth in the same circular path for 16 hours a day, rocking its head back and forth like elephants, or just being a little crab and doing a little dance. Okay, well, that's all I have on that. Our next topic is about this sort of TikTok missionary, I guess you could call her. This is a woman who goes by the name The Lamb is Hope on TikTok. She has roughly 20,000 followers, and her bio reads, Jesus is King, Christian TikTok, and conspiracy talk. Now, before I get into this, I want to be very clear about my personal beliefs. I don't want anyone to misconstrue my words or get any misconceptions about what I'm saying. My beliefs are that it is none of my business what other people choose to follow or believe in. I believe everyone has the right to go about their own path, whether that means you worship the Christian God or the flying spaghetti monster. Frankly, I don't care. It's okay. So whether I subscribe to these beliefs or not does not matter. I am not talking about this woman because she is Christian. I'm talking about this woman because she's fucking crazy. So the first video I found of hers, frankly, is not a very good look. I'll just let you watch it before I talk about it anymore.
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1,000% believe in?
That the earth is flat, that we live in a firmament, that nothing leaves the firmament, which means we've never been to the moon, that we do not live on a spinning globe that orbits the sun, that the sun and the moon and the stars are actually within the firmament, that we are at the center of the universe, and that people who have position of power in this world are a bunch of devil-worshipping liars. Why, you say? Do they go through such great lengths to lie to us? Why fabricate this elaborate story?
Money.
Because the devil wants nothing more
Oh, it's Satan? Okay.
than for God's people to think that we are nothing, that we are just a speck of dust in this world, that there are billions of other Earths out there, that there are other universes out there and other planets out there, and that God is billions and billions of miles away from us. When in reality, God is not billions of miles away. He is right here with us, and we are at the center of His universe.
Frankly, it's hard to come up with a place to start. I mean, there is a lot to unpack here. So let's start with the elephant in the room. Well, actually, no, there are multiple elephants. Multiple elephants in this room. Let's start with the flattest elephant in the room. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to make this about flat earthers because there are so many videos covering flat earthers and the ridiculousness of that theory in general, including my personal favorite clip being from a documentary where flat earthers attempted to disprove the globe, and in doing so, using scientific methods, actually ended up proving that there is curvature. But starting a video with such an unreputable and refutable claim doesn't bode well when you're trying to turn people over to what you believe. While I'm not going to be touching on the whole flat earth subject, I will explain the firmament because I personally did not know before making this video. So basically, the firmament theory is as follows. It is a highly integral theory in Christianity, maybe in other religions as well. I didn't look that hard into it, to be fair. It is the idea that we all exist within a sort of snow globe type dome, like we're in some kind of Truman Show style exhibit for God himself. This theory implies that there is no space, no aliens, other planets, or universes, and if there is anything in the sky, it is within said firmament. It is within the dome. That said, let's move on to the next part of the video.
That nothing leaves the firmament, which means we've never been to the moon. That we do not live on a spinning globe that orbits the sun. That the sun and the moon and the stars are actually within the firmament.
I just realized she actually contradicted herself directly there. At the beginning, she says that we've never been to the moon because it would be outside the firmament, and therefore we can't travel to it because nothing can leave the firmament. So either she believes that the moon is outside of the firmament, and therefore we could never have reached it, therefore the moon landings and all that are fake, which subsequently disproves the whole firmament theory to begin with, because that means that there is mass outside the firmament, and she believes that, because we're clearly able to see the moon, or the moon is encompassed within the dome, therefore we could have reached the moon, making her entire beginning statement just BS. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you think before you speak. Especially to an audience of 20,000 people. This is also why you don't base a platform of beliefs off of some post your cracked out aunt posted on her Facebook page during a particularly saucy meth bender.
That we are at the center of the universe.
I definitely know she believes that part because she spends this entire video talking like she's the center of the universe. She then proceeds to talk about the government and politicians.
People who have position of power in this world are a bunch of devil-worshipping liars. Why, you say? Do they go through such great lengths to lie to us? Why fabricate this elaborate story? Because the devil wants nothing more than for God's people to think that we are nothing, that we are just a speck of dust in this world, that there are billions of other Earths out there, that there are other universes out there and other planets out there, and that God is billions and billions of miles away from us. When in reality, God is not billions of miles away. He is right here with us, and we are at the center of his universe.
Is anyone else really uncomfortable with how close she is to the camera? I also can't shake the feeling like she's my stepmom and just saw that I have a piercing and is currently ranting about which side of hell I'll end up in. But back to what I was saying, how self-centered can you possibly be? We are the center of the universe. I am the center of the universe because Sky Daddy said so. By the way, I'm going to refer to any governmental type people that she refers to in this video as G-men to make it easier on myself. So if I say G-men, I'm talking about all of the people she believes have been plagued by Satan. But she says that all G-men want us to believe that we are just tiny, insignificant specks of dust, as opposed to the entitled, privileged white people that we truly are. I also think her version of the Bible may have been edited by some Karen who is really excited to hop on the revisionist history bandwagon. I mean, how narcissistic do you have to be to not just believe in this, but to embody fully these beliefs, to broadcast that you believe this to a vast, vast audience of people. And again, I'm not saying that Christianity is ridiculous and you have to be ridiculous to embody those beliefs, because my entire life I have heard from the devout that you should be grateful, caring, understanding, giving, and humble. I guess they skipped the whole humility section at her Sunday school because god damn, she did not pick up on any of that. Oh, and by the way, I fully believe that if this woman was given the power and wealth that the G-men she speaks of have, that she would be doing the exact same stuff. Because it's not Satan. It's narcissism and self-centeredness. It's being egotistical. Egotistical. Now, you may be saying that these negative traits are applied unto them by Satan, given that most of these G-men pretty much do have the same mindset and outlook. But to that, I say, all G-men don't have those negative traits because they were given them by some third party. All G-men have those traits because it's a part of being human. Everyone has these traits, more or less. I mean, she certainly does. I do. You do. The only reason we see it more from politicians and those in power is because they're on a massive fucking pedestal. If you were on a massive pedestal for everyone to see 24/7, you would be flagged for these horrible things too. Now, I'm not saying you are horrible. I'm not saying that you are bad at all, because, like I said, these are just normal human things. But when you're put up on a pedestal like that, you are criticized and watched so much more closely and so much more harshly. Overall, some people just show these traits more than others, and when you're being watched, it's gonna seem like you do these things more often than normal people. Sorry to get so heavy on you there, it just got me really hot and bothered. The last thing I'll say about this woman is, aside from what she's already said, her logic is exceptionally flawed, and her proof even flimsier. So here's what she's posted as proof of her beliefs.
Hey Noah, how old are you?
4.
Do you believe in God and Jesus?
Yeah.
Why yes, Mom. As a 4-year-old, I do only know the things that you've told me are true.
Why do you believe in Jesus?
Because I see him in the sky.
If a 4-year-old can believe, why can't you?
Oh! 4-year-olds also believe in Santa Claus, the teleporting gift-giving diabetic, and the Tooth Fairy, a concept straight out of hell. Seriously, fuck the Tooth Fairy. Now, again, I'm not saying that God doesn't exist. You are free to believe whatever you want to believe. However, because she finishes this video by saying, if a 4-year-old can believe, why can't you? Which is directly pushing her beliefs onto whoever is watching, which directly goes against everything that I've been saying so far about personal beliefs. She shows that she does not believe in allowing the people around her to do what makes them happy. She believes that what she believes is the only truth, and she is going to push that in everyone's faces. And insulting you, calling you dumber than a 4-year-old for not believing in it, for that reason, I feel it's alright to criticize this, and that's why I have been. It's no longer personal beliefs, it's public opinion she's trying to force on other people that don't want to subscribe to it. All that, and I didn't even get to the juiciest part of the clip. And if you didn't notice, I'll play it again for you.
Why do you believe in Jesus?
Because I see him in the sky.
Now, if you don't understand the issue with what you just saw, I actually made a little baby bit, little bitties for the kitties, little baby bitty skitty, where I demonstrate the what could have happened during this video.
Hey Noah, how old are you?
4.
Do you believe in God and Jesus?
Yeah.
Why do you believe in Jesus?
It's not that hard, Noah. Get your shit together and just say the damn line. Mommy, I don't like this. I've seen them in the sky.
Because I see him in the sky.
If a 4-year-old can believe, why can't you?
Now, if you still don't understand what I mean, then that was me smacking you on the forehead because you're a big dumb idiot too. Well, that's all the content I have for this video. If you liked it, make sure you like, comments, and get a sus bride. All of my stuff is linked down below. If you want more of me, be sure to follow me on my Twitch. We recently, actually on Christmas Eve, hit affiliate, which was amazing. We got 20 subs already, which I cannot thank you guys enough for. If you want to talk with me or my community, I have a link to my Discord below and also in my channel banner. You can also follow me on Twitter. I post weird shit every now and then and give important announcements on there. The channel here is growing, and with it too is my fungal legion. If you'd like to become fungal too, all you have to do is subscribe. Be sure to check in next video where I will have my last total mental breakdown, pretend that I am a fish, and drown on the concrete. So until next time, so long my fungies, fungis, and fungals.
I just gotta know, are we gonna try to love each other?